Гей, була в мене коняка, та й коняка, розбишака, була шабля, ще рожениця, ще й дівчина, чарівниця, була шабля, ще рожниця.
Привіт, YouTube! Це Джашка Momo YouTube channel, де я розповідаю про талановиті, відомі манематомих музикантів, ділюся з вами своїми думками. And I promise you that you won't be disappointed whatsoever. So why don't you come and join me in discovering amazing, talented artists and bringing it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now my next reaction of today, we are going to check out some folk music from a new channel. Now this song, I'm not too sure, but it's translated as, Hey, I Had a Horse Cossack Song. There you go. It's got the words of Yakov. I don't know how to pronounce his surname, so I'm going to stay away from surnames for right about now because it's so hard to translate into when it comes to my CCs. It really is. The music is Alioz, performed by Gurtopravці. That's Gurtopravtsi. The vocal is Taras. In the little bit, it's in the description page down bottom. It's got Yakів was born on November the 5th, November the 5th, and it's got 1823. In a town with a family of minor employees, he graduated from gymnastics and historical physiological facilities faculty in a university. He held a minor position, and then he began his poetic activity in high school under the influence of the works of Pushkin. Okay, then he was at the university, fascinated by the poetry, romance. He worked profoundly as a poet in the 70s and the 80s, and in 1883, the first collection of his poems was published to the people. So that's what I have, and I'm really intrigued. I am, and just looking at the thumbnail itself, it's like, what? So yeah, I can't wait to press the play button. I really can't. Unfortunately, it hasn't got any subtitles, so I'm looking forward for you guys to breaking it down for me. But if there's enough thumbnail there and some historic value in it, I'm all in, as you know. So look, if you haven't done already, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification button to indicate to you when my next uploads will be. Now, like I said before, feel free to share any of my reactions to any of your social media platforms. The more you share, the better. It really is. I would love you guys to help me get my reactions out to as many people as possible. That's only if you like my reactions. Of course, if you don't like any of my reactions or a particular reaction, then don't share it. But if there's one that you really like, then by all means, please share it. Now, let's go straight on to my first reaction of today, shall we? So, without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you do that?
Гей, була в мене коняка, та й коняка, розбишака, була шабля, ще рожениця, ще й дівчина, чарівниця, була шабля, ще рожниця, ще й дівчина, чарівниця. Ту коняку турки вбили, ляхи шаблю пощербили, і рушниця поламала, і дівчина відсуралась, і рушниця поламалась, і дівчина відсуралась. За буджацькими степами їдуть наші з бунчуками, а я з плугами і з косою повненькою сухою, а я слугами із косою понад нивою сухою.
Buona la vino, io so.
Мій чорний волес.
Чорний волес.
Широкий є стерня, коле вітер віє,
Look at the scenery, man.
повіває, казаночок закипає, вітер віє, повіває,
Whereabouts is this in Ukraine?
закипає.
Or this is all eastern
Хто в
Ukraine?
полі озовися,
Ей, хто в лісі,
Гей, хто в лісі.
і до мене вечеряти, серце моє звеселяти.
Серце моє
до мене
звеселяти.
вечеряти, серце моє звеселяти.
Oh, Гресея.
луна за лугом
Гине казаночок, стине, стине, вітер віє, повіває, казаночок застигає, вітер віє, же повіває, серце жалю завміра.
So that was Hey, I Had a Horse. I'm not too sure if that is, because I've translated before and it said Hey, I Had a Cognac. Yeah, so I'm not too sure about the Google translation at the moment, but I have translated some of the choruses and some of the verses. So here we go. Let me know if how close it is. There was also a saber and a gun, also a girl sorceress, the Turks that killed horses, the swords that scratched by lads, and the gun broke and the girl turned away. I'm not too sure about this. Behind the buzz hat steps, I was going with burnt chucks. I don't know. I had a plough and a scythe above the dry land. Hey, 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 my black vole stepped wide stubble stakes. The wind is blowing. The cauldron is boiling. I'm not too sure. But it seems to me by looking at the thumbnail that it was different kind of depictions of battles that the Cossacks has faced throughout the centuries. Look, this is going back to 1883 or something. And I saw in the thumbnail there was a number of battles that the Cossacks had. In particular, there was one there where they have some knight shields. So, and from the historic culture, what I have been told many times ago and many years ago, that Ukraine is sort of like, I forgot how it was pronounced, like it's a heartbeat of battle. It's something like that, where every country around Ukraine has had some kind of particular war with Ukraine. So Ukraine has constantly been fighting with its neighbors throughout centuries and centuries and centuries and centuries, constantly. So the Cossack songs or the Ukrainian songs of, you know, the folk elements is always embroiled around battle, whether it be the sadness of a battle, the happiness of a battle, the outcome of a battle, the feelings regarding a battle, the hurtful, the hurt that's left behind of the battle, the sorrows of the battle, the encouragement of the battle, the energy of the battle. Is all different kind of folk music of that. And more importantly, the spiritual element of that as well. Because you can't go into battle with highly knowing oneself spiritually. And there's a lot of spiritual songs. Even the way how the Cossacks are sitting down when they're playing their instruments is of a spiritual position, stance. That's why I like going into the folk songs, just to listen to information of old. That's what folk songs are, basically, information of old. Information that you can't forget. That is a constant memory. And when anything similar happens again, that song will be right at the forefront. Just to remind you, look, here we go again. You know, but that modern side, here we go again. So I get it. the pictures in itself were absolutely remarkable. There was so much historic value in just the photo itself. I could just look at those clips for ages. I really can, and learn so much. I am really looking forward for some input on some of those thumbnails as well, because I know you guys are a source of information that I constantly rely on. So thank you very much for that. But until then, I salute you. Boom!
Казаночок стине, стине, вітер віє, повіває, казаночок застигає, вітер віє, же повіває, серце жалю завміра.